go from here. Like I said, I'll have to think about what I want to do tomorrow. If I stream tomorrow, that is. I'm going back to see my parents, so maybe I'll just chill with them, watch a movie with dad and whatnot. I'll let you guys know, as always, what I plan to do on Twitter and stuff. Ash! Hey, buddy, what's up? So good to see you, Ash. Hope things are good with you. Let me just go through my list of things that I need to do today. Yay, I have done nothing that I will... I have a list of things I was intending to do today, and I'm sure I'll get through them with the rest of the day, but... yeah. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. It may sound weird, but I've just been trying to list down everything I want to do in one day. Even when, like, work starts up again, I'm going to do that. I'm just going to write down everything that I want to do in the day. So good to see you, Ash. Merry Christmas, buddy. Happy New Year. I've also been really, really naughty. I've been going to bed way too late again. I got into a really good habit when I started working, guys. I was going to bed at like before midnight and getting up at like 6 or 7, and then over this last 3 weeks rather, I've just been going to bed later and later. I'm getting up later and later, which is not good. I miss my early rises because it's so nice just to see this. I don't get up to see the sun, but I get up early enough to like get stuff done, and it feels so good because I can get my morning exercise done depending on the day. Could write, do some coding, and then it's 10 o'clock and the day's just begun. Yeah, surefire. Like today I was gonna write more, I was gonna read more, as I always do. Badminton. Finally gonna start working on my personal website. Study some DDR charts, buy the DDR pad. Yeah. Yesterday's list was roughly the same thing, Fire. Read, write, start working on the website, which didn't happen. Take Mrs. Mika for a bike ride. And that was what we did. We went for a really nice bike ride yesterday. It was so good. I've been good, Ash. Can't complain. Yo, CMD with the 16 months. Thank you so much, mate. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I find it's good, Fire, to write down the things you want to do in the whole day. Because it just gives you that sense of accomplishment as you tick stuff off. Like, just the physical act of, like, writing something down and being able to tick it off, it just feels so good. You're just like, you know, I've accomplished something. We went just around the inner West Sydney area, Fire. There's a really, really nice bike park near, Sydney Olympic Park. So we rented some bikes there for like a couple of hours and just looped around. Mrs. Mika had a map with her. We did some exploring. She's a really, really strong rider. Because Mrs. Mika used to ride when we were at uni. Like, she rode to and from her apartment. Like, she would, like, on some days, if she didn't want to ride, she'd walk to uni, which was a good solid 40-minute walk. She could have easily caught a bus, which would only take 10 minutes, but some days she liked the walk, so she would walk it. Or she'd ride her bike in. That's the thing as well, guys. I'm currently waiting to hear on a teaching role that will be part-time with this other job that I've currently got in the works, a permanent part-time role as well. This teaching gig is only for 6 months, but if I can score it and somehow work both of these jobs simultaneously part-time, one being permanent, one being like 6-month term. During the teaching days, I could probably ride my bike into whichever campus I have to teach at. And that'd be so, so good. Because I want to get back into riding. Or rather, I want to become a stronger rider. Because you guys know, I'm a pretty strong swimmer. I can run pretty far as well. The only discipline I'm lacking is riding. Because back at my parents' place in Wollongong, they have like this annual like triathlon event, which is like a really, really good entry level. They have like different tiers. But I want to do like the entry level triathlon, which is like a 1K swim, which is for me pretty piss easy. I think it's like a 20K ride and then like a 5K run. So the 1K swim and the 5K runs are pretty easy. It's just the ride I'm a bit worried about because I don't ride often, so I might go look at a bike over the next couple of weeks. Nothing too expensive, just like a standard road bike that I can take, you know, on the road. Because the triathlon rules stated that like you don't need to use like you can just use any bike that you've got. Let me have a look. Ironman. I don't even want to know what the distances are for the Ironman events, Prometheus. Yeah, I figured I'd start with this entry-level triathlon, and then if I get hooked onto the events, I'll work my way up. That's the goal. I was meant to race in Sea to Surf last year as well, but that didn't happen. Okay, April 19, 2020, guys. That's the date for the Wollongong Triathlon. So I've got like just a bit over 3 months to prepare. Okay, so it looks like the 8 presses I was doing there were a bit too late. I'll have to have a look because there's different divisions. There's standard, there's sprint, there's super sprint, there's triathlon, and mini-man aquathon. I got a feeling mini-man aquathon is like the kids. It's about a 14K run fire, but a lot of people walk it. Like they do like a social gathering and, you know, people have like themes and stuff. Sounds like OOT inputs, sprint and super sprints. Yeah, exactly, Kaya. But I figured, yeah, if I want to do this triathlon, I should start going for a ride, like a big ride at least once a week. The only thing I'm going to be mindful of is, you know, I play badminton 3 times a week, some weeks even 4 times a week if I go back home to see my parents, because I play with my dad at his uni club. And I want to make sure that that's always like my top priority. Because I want to do more tournaments this year. Last year I did, I think, 3 tournaments. I did really well in 2 of them, and I got fucking destroyed in the 3rd one because I played in a high division. So it was like, you know, much better competition and whatnot, but yeah. Well, you start small, Fire. Like, you work your way up. Like, no one is born to run. No one is, like, born and be like, right, I'm ready to run 14Ks. Like, you work your way up, you know. Maybe start to see if you can run, like, a kilometer without passing out. Then 2Ks. Then 3Ks. Then 4Ks. And you just kind of work your way up. That way, it's much less daunting of a task. It's like what I mentioned before, like at the beginning of last year, how whenever someone tells me they're trying to get their life back into like shape, trying to get themselves back into shape, I always say to them, just start with 1 workout a week. You know, surely in your schedule you can fit 1 day where you go for a workout. And they go, some people say to me, oh, but why 1? Why not 2? I'm like, because 1's the easiest to start with. And then I say to them, if you think about it, if you do one workout a week for a month, and let's say you didn't do any exercise before that, that's 4 exercise sessions you would have done when in your current lifestyle you would have done nothing. And then if you extrapolate that to a whole year, let's say you only did one workout a week for an entire year, that's 52 workouts you would have done when otherwise you would have done nothing. So, you know, it all kind of just adds up, because once everyone that I've met who wants to get into like exercise and they find something they want to do, they start off with like maybe 1 day a week, and then they'll be like, hey, I'm actually enjoying this. And then, you know, a month in, they might make it 2 days a week, and then 3-4 days a week. And before you know it, some of them are like exercising nearly every day with like, you know, a day or two off to like rest. So you gotta start small. It's the same with speedrunning, and it's like the lesson I often forget is when I'm learning like a new game or a new category, I just gotta take it in bite-sized chunks. I learn a little bit each day, then I'll be like, okay, you know, I've learned how to do this trick, I've learned how to do this trick, let's practice this one again, and then before I know it, I've learned the entire route. I just gotta stitch it together. That's always been my mentality with a lot of things, but even I forget my own lessons sometimes, and I want to like rush things. Okay, so I'm looking up the triathlon information now, guys. The standard one is a 1.5 kilometer swim, which I can do pretty easily. A 40 kilometer bike ride, I'd probably suffer because I don't ride often. And then a 10k run. I can do 10ks, but I don't know if I'm able to do 10ks with the other 2 things before me. So I probably wouldn't do the standard triathlon. Nah, it's all good. All good, Izuga. Yeah, Kaya. Like, it's good to have like a rough idea of like what you want to do, but like the crazy specifics, unless you're trying to be like, you know, Mr. Universe or something, it's not really necessary for your average Joe Blow. Hey Brian, what's up, man? Happy New Year, man. Happy New Year. The sprint triathlon, 750 meter swim, 20 kilometer bike ride, a 5 kilometer run. That might be something that's more up my alley. Only because of the cycle. Like, the cycle is nowhere near as long. There's also the super sprint. What's the super sprint? It's probably even shorter. The reason I'm using the Gamecube version Slasher is for Master Quest. This is like the only official version that we got of the game. Hence why we use the Gamecube version. Vanilla Ocarina of Time had Gamecube, Virtual Console, N64, etc, etc. Yeah, the super sprint kite looks a little bit too... This is like the can-do, this is like the very entry-level one, like 200 meter swim, 7k ride, and a 2 kilometer run. Then there's Try, which is interesting. That's probably even easier. Oh, triathlon is the same as the super sprint. I might just do the sprint one this time, guys. Yeah, let's work towards this. 750 meter swim, easy. 5 kilometer run, I can do, and a 20 kilometer ride. What I really need to do one day though, is try to do all of those things in one day. Like, I'll drive myself to like the pool, or find out the path that they used to swim in the open water for the triathlon and use that as practice or something. Or just like, you know, drive to the pool with like my bike on it or something, and then do it like that. Or do like a reverse triathlon. not like a reverse, but like a slightly different order triathlon where like, you know, I ride to the pool first or something, then I park my bike, do my run, and then jump in the pool. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Yeah, I wish there was a better indicator besides popping into a dungeon slasher that can tell people that we're playing Master Quest. Yeah, I'll try this. I'm excited. I've got 3 months to prepare. I'll just have to do each one of those things at least once a week. And with my current DDR and badminton commitments, I think once a week is all I'll be able to commit to each of those activities. Oops. Okay, MST. Yeah, no worries, Tiramisu. Have a good one, buddy. Thanks for hanging out with us. I'll catch you soon, hopefully. I was hoping not to get that heart. Hearts. I don't need hearts at this point. Or rather, grabbing those hearts is not good because it wastes time later on. Yo, what's up, Vol? How's it going, buddy? Alright. As long as we don't lose too much time for the rest of this section. "12 seconds ahead." If I had a good diving game, we could have been really far ahead. A good diving game, I would have been like... If let's say I was able to save like 8 seconds at diving game, we'd be 20 seconds ahead. That'd be huge for Gamecube. Gamecube can definitely take world recce, like proper world recce. It's just gonna be very hard because of Gamecube's got a lot more lag and annoying things going for it compared to VC. But VC unfortunately isn't allowed anymore. Sad face. I just felt like doing MQ, Vol. I've been doing MQ for a little bit just to try to take Gamecube world record, which we got the other night, and now I'm just doing it a little bit more because why not? Any little bit further ahead and that probably wouldn't have worked. I got very lucky there. Let's not screw up job, beer and egg. Alright, if we can have a good Baronade and not screw up DC, maybe we can snag ourselves another PB. If we can snag another PB, then I will definitely put this category to rest for a while. Hey, Quell, long time no see, man. How you been? Happy New Year. Okay, so far so good. So normally you want to roll into Baronade, but Because I've got way too much health, this is like the fastest way to take like extra damage before the end. And no, it's actually still not fast. Even with this much health, it's still not faster to save warp. GameCube save warps take a very, very long time. That's another reason why GameCube is like Dan's game. The save warps take like forever in this version. We almost golded that. Let's go. As long as we don't lose too much time in Deku and can play DC well like we did in my PB, we could PB by a fair bit, it looks like. Yeah, no worries, Kai. I hope the rest of your day goes well as well. Peace, buddy. Thanks for hanging out with us as always, Kaya. Excuse me. Nah, it's all good, Quell. All good, mate. Man, it's good to see you, dude. So good to see you. It's been like forever. Alright, this is not good. We're gonna lose some time here because I have to take extra damage. For like absolutely no reason whatsoever. Because I just picked up an extra heart. You just want to eat them, right, Val? We're just not getting snapback anymore. Pause in Link's house. This is actually really important. If you don't pause in Link's house, it's like absolutely like... Oh, it's... It is not a good time if you don't pause in Link's house, I'll tell you that much. Hey, Fire, welcome back, mate. I should really learn to do the Hess there. Well, something faster. If I can speed up some time there, that'll be pretty dope. Probably use a Chew, actually, I just realized. You can do like a backwalk Chew Hess if you're like daring enough and can get that good angles. Hey, Moosey Moose! Thanks for the good luck, buddy. You just get into like this endless loop, Fire. Okay. One pause. One pause. So far, so good. Oh, those VC crashes. They're horrible. Hate VC crashes so much. Hey, T1000. I am, buddy. Thanks for asking. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Ooh, okay. I wasn't expecting that hit, but hey, that worked. Alright, let's do this. None of the huge ones, no, T1000. Okay. We lost that time there purely because of, what is it? We lost that time purely because of the extra health I had to, like, take down. I'm gonna say. Because everything else went really smooth there. Okay. If we can play really well these endgame splits... Oh, that was a bad angle. I really need to figure out what angle to get there. Might be okay. I need to act quick. Up, 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 left. Get. That's okay. Did you pull out your old splits? These are my splits, Fire. Listen. Oh no, that's rip. That's rip. Because those two hovers are really bad. I must have just added it back now. I added it back like a couple of days ago, Fire. Yeah, this is definitely rip run, guys, because of that alone. Those two hovers are really crap. Let's see how much time we're gonna lose by the end of this. Low bomb count. It should be fine for the rest of this run, Fire, I think. I think it should be fine. I think this run's pretty much rip, though. Because I had 6 seconds to save, but that was mainly because I didn't blow up the floor properly in my PB. Yeah, this is definitely rip because I would normally be finished. I would normally be finished the Dongo by now. But I want to see how much time we lose. I probably won't finish this run only because it'll take for minus 0.00. Oh, Moosey Moose. I wish I was that optimistic. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Maybe this will be a small PB if I don't screw up the double super slides. I do 2 super slides, one coming out of CAC, and the other one going to the loading zone, the cutscene. That's why there's like barely any time save here, because I have to get both of those. The only way I can save time is if I do those super slides better, or like I do them quicker, I suppose. I haven't gotten a really solid DC for a very long time, Moosey Moose. I either screw up trying to get ISG, or against like those baby Dodongos, or I screw up that hover. I need to get a run where I don't screw up the hover and I don't screw up ISG either. Heck, if I can push the GC record down a little bit more, I'll do it. It'll be kind of interesting though, because I think this run has splits that are a little bit more distributed. Like, my time save isn't all at the fucking end anymore. Yeah, I think that also has to do with not doing runs that get that far, even for short categories, Moose. Like, I'm guilty of it. I always take this a little bit wider because I always tend to talk to that guard. Rip. I think that's rip. Yeah, I think that's most definitely rip. How can I screw up that super slide so bad? Of course we get that one. That might be rip, actually. I need to work on that. For some reason, I screw up that super slide more than I screw up any other super slide. But yeah, I get a feeling that is rip, only because missing that one I think would cost me about 5 seconds. Okay, so it's not just me. I do feel like child super slides they feel a bit more weird moves. I thought it was just me being like derp. But it's good to know that I'm not the only one that feels like that. Oh, bless RNG, come on. In before Moose's prediction is correct, and it is 0.00 Kappa. If I'd gotten both of those super slides, I wouldn't have panicked. I wouldn't be panicking this much. Not really panicking, but I wouldn't be as worried. I was gonna say, if Moose is right about 0.00, I would gift him a sub, but he's already been gifted a sub. I'm so fucking annoyed. I mean, it's funny, but oh, you gotta be joking. We improved PB by 1 second. Hey, I'll take it. It's a PB. And a new GameCube world record, Kappa. I'll submit it anyways because it gives me new splits to race against and it technically is faster. Oh my gosh. PB's a PB's a PB's a PB's a PB. Holy crap, I can't believe that. Okay, so just goes to show that now all my time save is once again endgame. That's fine. I'm okay with that. We just have to play well, get to endgame, and not screw up. Alrighty, guys. I think that's going to be it for me. I think I've streamed enough for today. I just wanted to say thank you all so much for coming to hang out in the stream. You guys are absolutely awesome. Can't believe we got another PB.